Hello fam, welcome to BabsWTV. Today we're gonna react on some of the clip that I have here about American complaining how it's not giving them the best quality of life even if they're born here in America in 2026. Let's talk about it.
Robert Kennedy Jr. told folks this week that if they can't afford groceries, to buy cheap cuts of steak and liver. If I'm not mistaken, somebody else a little while ago from the administration said that we can get a piece of chicken and a piece of broccoli, that's a full meal. We woke up this morning to find out that the United States and Israel struck Iran. Okay. Rent is so high that people are living with roommates or living with friends or going back to communal living and living with their parents. We have members of our administration that have raped, I'm not going to say graped, have raped and assaulted people. And they're still going on about their lives. Children, young girls, and everybody's acting like this shit didn't happen. Are we in a simulation? Thousands of people have lost their jobs over the past couple of weeks. They've been laid off and replaced by AI. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I'm going to be a half a century this year. I'm supposed to be getting ready to live the best part of my life. This don't feel like the best part. Fuck is going on?
I don't think enough people are being honest about how many of us don't even really want to be here. We're not having a good time in life. I would go as far as to say I think the majority of people in the United States right now feel this way. I can tell by looking in your eyes. I can see it. I can recognize it because I feel the same fucking thing. I'm not here for myself. I am not enjoying this lifetime at all. Not from start to finish. So far, this lifetime could have been a fucking email. Now, granted, I was born to a mom who did not want me and could not emotionally support me. But again, I think that's a lot of people in this country. And we were born into a world that could not help us thrive. In fact, we were born into a world just to be ground up and made into burger to feed the machine of capitalism. And now most of us know that. Most of us see that. See, back when I was born, at least in the 80s, a lot of people were able to have jobs, have homes, at least go on a fucking vacation here and there. But now many of us are not even getting those small escapes from the system. And things are starting to crack. They're cracking around us and they're cracking within us. Something has got to give. And I think a lot of us feel it coming. We can feel the earth shifting beneath our feet. And I don't think that's a premonition as much as it is just, it's obvious. You are trying to balance the weight of the world on people who have no interest in holding this world up anymore. Of course, with the exception of the top 10%, those people are still having a great time. But after saying all of that, I will also say that I am committed to pouring out my life force towards trying to change this. I will do everything in my power to make sure that my daughter has a chance in hell of having even an okay life before I die.
It's coming. One of two things is going to happen in America real soon. People are going to outflux out of the country and escape as soon as they possibly can, or there's going to be some sort of civil uprising. Why, you may ask? Why would such a thing happen? Well, I'm sure you already know this as a fellow lower to middle class citizen of the country, and even probably an upper class citizen, because truly the problem in America is corporations and politicians and the IRS and these people who tax us up the wazoo. But we are going to reach a point in America soon, it won't be long, where people no longer can afford basic necessities. We've already reached this point, man, where people are losing hope and they feel like there's no point. You look at the younger generation of kids out here, man, who are going to work, making $12 an hour to roll silverware or do dishes, man. They can't get ahead in life. They can't even afford an apartment at the wages they're getting paid. Yeah, guess what goes up year after year after year is prices. Gas gets more expensive. Food gets more expensive. Fun gets more expensive. I mean, dude, we're people. We can't just live, work, and die. But that's what people feel like now. People feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. And because of this, what's the point of working? People feel like they can't afford to have families. So what's going to happen? Population's going to collapse. And this is going to lead to one of two places, man. People are going to leave these conditions because what's the point? Or they're going to say, you know what, man? I'm a rat and I'm cornered. And if you're going to kill me, I'm going to bite your ankle on the way out. And if you get enough rats in that corner, man, they can take down the person that's trying to kill them.
So I'm starting to notice that more and more Americans are starting to come to the conclusion that America is not the hero, but in fact the villain. That America is one of the biggest bullies to ever set foot in society and civilization. That America ain't shit, to be honest. Quite frankly, America is horrible. No. In all honesty, how many international leaders has the United States CIA overthrown, captured, held captive, tortured, sent into exile, executed, all in the name of greed? All in the name of greed, or just because? Just because you're doing something that I don't want you to do. Hell, currently right now in New York City, we have an international leader that was abducted and is now being held captive by President Donald Trump, the president of Venezuela, President Maduro. Literally in New York City prison right now. Why, you may ask? All because President Maduro wanted to eliminate, and he actually started accelerating the plans to eliminate Venezuelan oil sales being done using United States dollars. That's why. Libyan leader Gaddafi, captured, executed by American government. Why? Because he denounced the use of the American dollar. He didn't want to use it no more. Saddam Hussein, did y'all know that he was actually in control of Iraq's oil reserve? Yeah, that's the real reason why he was executed. Y'all know that America doesn't like nobody controlling they shit. Yeah, he had to go. Vietnam President Diem and his brother executed for disagreeing with the politics of the United States. Iranian leader Mohammad Mossadegh, I hope that I said his last name correctly. He was overthrown, taken out of power by the American government. Why? Because he nationalized Iran's oil. Guatemalan President Arbenz, removed, taken out of power by the American government. Why? Because he decided to impose taxes on American farms out there. Yeah. Now we're at Congo. Congo's Prime Minister, Lumumba, executed. I believe his body was put in acid so that it could decompose faster. All was left behind was his gold tooth. Why? Because he decided to nationalize their uranium. That's why. Cuban leader, Che Guevara, executed for his socialist policies. Now let's talk about Chile. Their president, Salvador, taken out of power, overthrown. Why? Because he decided to nationalize their copper. Ghana, President Kwame, exiled. Why? Because he decided to cut off Western banks. Grenada, General Hudson, exiled and given a life sentence for aligning with Russia, for not aligning with the United States. As an American, especially if you're a white American, you are the face of this fucking country. You are the cause behind all of this shit. What the fuck do you have to be proud about? What the fuck do you have to be proud about? For being the biggest fucking bully in all of humanity? At this point, can you guys even say that the British and everything else that the French and everybody else was doing during colonial times is really that fucking bad compared to the atrocities that the United States is still fucking committing? Still fucking committing.
As soon as I can leave America, I'm gone for good, because why did I meet somebody from Germany through TikTok, and we're best friends, we talk every single day now, and they're living a whole different lifestyle than we are. So starting off, they really care about their citizens. You get free healthcare, free education, you get 4 weeks of paid vacation, no matter what kind of job you work. You can be a gas station worker, you can be somebody picking up trash from the streets. It doesn't matter. You get 4 weeks of paid vacation across the board, standard. Public transportation is really affordable and accessible. My friend, he takes a train from, his house to his job every single day, and he pays $5 a month for that. That does not exist over here at all. He does have a car, but he's only 17, so he can't drive until he's 18. But he does pay for car insurance because he has a permit. And for full coverage, I pay $500 a month for reference. Before I crashed my car, I was paying like $350, and I didn't have tickets or anything. Like, I had a clean record, and I was paying $350 for full coverage every single month. He has a full coverage insurance over there. He pays $100 a year. 17 years old, he's a boy. $100 a year. Basic necessities over there, like shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, things like that, less than $1. Pharmaceutical drugs are really cheap because they don't care about, profiting off of sick people. They actually want you to be healthy, alive, and well. That does not exist over here. There are so many more things. And of course, they have bad weather and they do have high taxes. But I would rather pay for high taxes and have shitty weather than be a broke-ass bitch with good weather, because I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck over here. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I work too fucking hard to barely have anything. And I'm tired of it, honestly. And if you're from Germany and there's some things that I'm like unaware of or I'm naive about, like, please bring that to my attention, because I don't live there. I don't know what goes down. And I would like to know the good and the bad. But I'm sold. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of being a slave. I am, bro.
Hey, I'm hungry, but I can't afford food. Will you help me? Get a job. Okay, I got a part-time job, but I still can't afford food. Will you help me? Work full-time then. Okay, I found a full-time job, but now I lost my health insurance because I make too much. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, stop being lazy and get a better job then. Go to college or something. Okay, I took out loans and I went to college like you said, but now I have a bunch of school loans I have to pay back on top of my health insurance. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? It was your choice to take those loans out. Get a job and pay them off like the rest of us. Okay, I was one of the lucky few to get a job in my field after graduating, but now I have to pay for student loans, my health insurance, I lost my food stamps because I make too much, and they take more money out of my paycheck for taxes. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, we won't. Well, on one condition. What condition is that? Pop out a kid. What? You're a single person household. We don't really care about you, but if you have a baby, suddenly we have way more assistance available for you. So you're saying I only deserve food in this country if my body is either A, performing labor, or B, in labor? That's correct. Okay, this system seems really broken. No, it's not broken. It's working exactly how we designed it to.
Someone said we are no longer a paycheck away from homelessness. We are one sick day away from homelessness. And that is so true for so many people. And I hate that for our country.
Being an American right now is some scary fucking shit. Studio apartment, $2,500. Average cost of a car, $50,000. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese? Motherfucker, them eggs cost $20. You need gas to fill up that $50,000 car? Well, get ready to spend $70. The government? Yeah, that's no longer a thing, buddy. You want to be educated and go to school so you could do something with your life? Well, sorry. That's no longer a thing. If you happen to look something like I do, Hispanic, we're gonna send you out of the country even though you were born here. Oh, and that small check that you earn every week? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take half of that. Give me that. And that car that you paid $50,000 for, we're gonna have to charge you taxes every year for that too. Pretty much, living a comfortable life in America right now is almost fucking impossible. Thank you, Trump.
Someone explain this to me. A husband goes to work in an office 8 hours a day. A wife goes to work 8 hours a day in an office. The kids go to school 8 hours a day. Everyone feels like they're in a prison institution between the hours of 8 to 5, under yellow fluorescent lights, typing all day long. Then everyone finally comes home, burnt out. The kid has like 3 hours of homework and sports, and you get maybe 2 hours with your family before bed. And then we only get 2 days out of the week where we're completely free to do whatever we want. We used to be outside. We used to be farming, living in communities. Now we're in front of screens all day long, in pointless meetings with micromanaging bosses. I cannot tell you how many meetings I've been in that have been completely pointless. All of this could have been a 3-sentence email. I have 3 bullet points worth of action items, yet it had to be a 30-minute meeting. But nope, I have to spend hours every single day in pointless meetings. People in corporate, what else are we using other than fireflies to not crash out at our job?
Someone said we are no longer a paycheck away from homelessness. We are one sick day away from homelessness. And that is so true for so many people. And I hate that for our country.
Being an American right now is some scary fucking shit. Studio apartment, $2,500. Average cost of a car, $50,000. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese? Motherfucker, them eggs cost $20. You need gas to fill up that $50,000 car? Well, get ready to spend $70. The government? Yeah, that's no longer a thing, buddy. You want to be educated and go to school so you could do something with your life? Well, sorry. That's no longer a thing. If you happen to look something like I do, Hispanic, we're gonna send you out of the country even though you were born here. Oh, and that small check that you earn every week, yeah, I'm gonna have to take half of that. Give me that. And that car that you paid $50,000 for, we're gonna have to charge you taxes every year for that too. Pretty much, living a comfortable life in America right now is almost fucking impossible. Thank you, Trump.